In this video, we'll be seeing how to find the area and perimeter of some basic geometric shapes or figures, which many of us are aware of. But also, what's important in this lesson is that we have to remember the formulas. So once you have memorized formulas, not in fact remember, you have to memorize the formulas. If you have memorized the formulas, you can do any kind of questions related to finding area and perimeter of these basic shapes. So today in this video, we'll only be just concentrating on the area and perimeter of a rectangle, a square, and a triangle. To start with, first of all, we have the perimeter of a rectangle. Now, as everyone is aware that rectangles uh, sides are not equal, rather the opposite sides are equal. So the parallel sides are equal. So this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. But before we get into perimeter of a rectangle, first let's quickly revise what's perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around any given shape. Any given shape, the distance around is called the perimeter. So what's not, we are concerned with perimeter only what goes around, not what's inside. What goes inside is the area. Okay, so how much space it takes is the area. So perimeter is just the distance which is around, or you can say how much something is needed to cover up an area is called as the perimeter. Okay, so start with, so here is the definition of perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a figure, and also the formulas for finding the area of a rectangle are two. Basically, they are the same. The most common one found is used is 2L plus 2W. Now, L stands for the length of the rectangle and W stands for the width of the rectangle. Now, this is a simplified version of the above formula. You can use any one of it you want to. It's basically the same. The first one, which is 2L plus 2W, is the other one is a simplified version of the above one. Okay, so anyways you use, you're going to get the same answer. So you can use anyhow you want. So again, coming back to this rectangle here, you can see that the length is x plus 4 and the width is x. So you need to know the difference between the length and the width. The length is the long part and width is going to be the shorter part. Not necessarily, but in this figure, it's given like that. Okay, so measured and always perimeter is measured in a single unit. Single unit in the sense, if it is given in centimeter, your answer will be in centimeter as well. If the units are given in meters, your answer is going to be meters as well. But I'm only talking about this square, which you can, which this rectangle, which you can see on the screen. It does not have any units because they are shown in variables. And for your level, your grade level, yes, you will be finding the perimeter of such figures, perimeter and area, not those basic ones where they will give the numbers. Okay, so this is how you need to be solving. You can see on the screen that we have used both the formulas. The first one is using the formula 2L plus 2W. So you can see 2, and in place of L, that's length, it's x plus 4 plus 2 multiplied by the width, which is x. So you need to multiply each of the variable or the number which inside the parenthesis. So 2 multiplied by x will give us 2x. 2 multiplied by 4 will give us an 8 plus 2x. So you add the like terms together. Like terms means the same variables together. 2x plus 2x will give you 4x, and 8 will remain the same because we have no other number to add. Do not ever add a number, single number with a variable. You cannot say now 4x plus 8 is equal to 12x. You must be aware of this by now. We can only add the like terms, the letters with the letters and the numbers with the numbers. Okay. Now to use the next formula, which is the simplified one of the previous one, we have 2x plus 4, that's the length, plus x, because x is the width. Now again, you're going to be doing the same thing here. So we have 2x, 2 multiply x is 2x. We are just adding x plus x is 2x. Okay, because you know, according to the order of operation, we need to solve the parenthesis first. We need to solve what's inside the parenthesis first. So x plus x will give you a 2x plus 4, then you multiply. So 2 multiplied by 2x is 4x, 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So as you can see, the answer is the same, however way you use it. Now moving on to the area of a rectangle, you know that area of a rectangle is one of the easiest formulas to remember. Now, as I told you before, area is the number of square units needed to cover the surface. So how much space is being taken, or how much something is needed to cover the area, to cover a figure, the surface is called the area. So here the formula is L multiplied by W, which is basically length multiplied by the width. Okay, you can see the example here. So the units we use is called the square units. For perimeter, we will have only one unit, for example, centimeter only. But when we are finding the area, your answer will be in square units, which means centimeter, you will write centimeter, and above you will put the power of 2, a small 2 on top to show that it is in square units. All right, so this is how we solve the area. First, always write the formula so that we will get used to remembering the formulas. You will never forget them. Okay, area is equal to length multiplied by the width. So length is x plus 4 multiplied by x. I have written it in this way, which because it will be easier for us to multiply. Okay, so x multiplied by x will not give you 2x. It will give you x squared. We are not adding. Only if you add x and x, you will get 2x. But here we are multiplying, which means x multiplied by x will give you x squared, and x multiplied by 4 will give you 4x. So this is how you find the area if the length and the width are given with variables. Let's move on to finding the area of finding the perimeter of a square. So the speciality of a square is all the sides are equal. So if one side is 9 inches, the other side is going to be 9 as well. All around it's going to be 9 as well. So how do you find the perimeter of this square? You know that perimeter is the distance around. So you can either add 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, or the formula says 4s, which means 4 multiplied by the side. So how are you going to solve this? Again, perimeter of square also is going to be in a single unit, which means your answer is going to be in inches only, not square inches. Okay, so this is how you find the perimeter of the square. We have the side given as 9. So 4 multiplied by 9, which is going to give us 36 inches. So the formula is what's important here. 4 multiplied by s, which is 4s. So 4, and any side which is given to the length of any side which is given to you, you will just multiply them. Now coming to the area of a square. Area of a square, okay, is s square, which means s multiplied by s. You know that this means something multiplied, the same thing multiplied 2 times. So s multiplied by s, or s square. So in this case, you're going to be having 6 multiplied by 6. So they have shown you both the ways. S square means 6 square. So it is 36 square inches. This is how you need to write the units. Okay, or s multiplied by s. So you know this is one side 6 and the other side is also going to be 6. So that's also going to give you 36 square inches. Okay, let's move on to the perimeter of a triangle. Now, in the previous two shapes, we saw that perimeter is the distance around. So same goes for the triangle too. The distance around the triangle is called the perimeter. So to simplify it, the perimeter of a triangle is A plus B plus C. Now what is A? A is one of the side. B is usually the base. Base means the down part. And then C, which is the opposite side. Okay, so A plus B plus C is always used to find the perimeter of a triangle. Now, how do you find the perimeter? Now, you can see that the base is 8. So B is going to be 8 and C is 5x. See, I showed you in the previous one is also the longest side. So that's 5x. Now we have a problem with A because there are two measurements given. Am I going to take 3x or am I going to take 4x? Now, look at the triangle. This is the triangle. This dotted area, this dotted line is not the triangle. This they just gave you to show the height of the triangle only. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the perimeter because perimeter we are finding the actual distance around the around the figure. So this is the actual triangle, the one you can see in the dark black lines, not the dotted lines. So we consider this length as the length of A. That is, the length A is going to be 4x. This is the height, the one shown for you with the dotted area, dotted lines is the height. Okay, so to find the area, we have an 4x, that's A, plus 8 plus 5x. So you add the like terms, 4x plus 5x is 9x plus 8. So this is going to be the perimeter for this triangle. Now moving on to the area of a triangle. Okay, now you can see first let me show you the formula for finding the area of a triangle. So the formula is A is equal to half BH, which is half multiplied by the base and the height. Or you can say area is equal to B multiply H over 2. You can use the same any one formula and get the same answer. This is the formula. A is equal to half BH. This is a simplified version of that. That's all. Nothing more. So you use this or you use this. The answer is going to be the same. Okay, so let's find out how to find the area of this particular triangle here. So height is always shown by a straight line. As you saw in the previous one, it was a dotted straight line. Here it's going to be the distance from up till the base. So this is the height. Means how tall the triangle is. Okay, so let's find out by using the formula how we can find the area of this triangle. So here they have used half BH. So half multiplied by 5, that's the base. Base is again the down length, it's called the base, multiplied by 4, which is the height. So as you know, you have to multiply what's inside the parenthesis first. The 5 fours are going to give you a 20. The 20, half multiplied 20, that's half of 20 is going to give you 10 square inches. So the area is going to be 10 square inches. Or you can do the same here. Base is 5, height is 4. So that's 5 multiplied 4 will give you 20. 20 divided by 2 will give you 10 as well. It's the same. Now, if I go back to the previous slide, okay, how can we use this figure to find the area of this triangle? Which measurements are we going to use? You know that area of the triangle is half BH. So half is already there. The base is going to be the down part. That's half of half multiplied by 8. And which are we going to take as the height? Are we going to take 4x or are we going to take 3x? Of course, we'll be taking 3x because 4x is the side length. 3x is the height, as I told you, from the top of this triangle till the bottom, how tall it is, that is going to be the height. So if you're finding the area of this triangle, that's going to be half multiplied by 8 multiplied by 3x. So that's how you're going to find the area of such triangles given. So we will continue this series of areas and perimeters in the next video. So see you all in the next video.